Hello and welcome back to Around the Block. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode where we finish off the regular season, or the first part of the season before it splits into 3 separate mini leagues basically. And we've also got the Czech FA Cup semi-final against our big rivals, Sparta Prague. Before we get into anything else though, we do need to go through one or two things first and foremost. First things first, there are no videos this weekend coming out because this weekend it's the streamer showdown over on twitch.tv/TomFM. I'm taking part once again against some of your other favourite FM creators. There's Zealand in there, there's Luja in there, Second the Card, Fox in the Box is there. There's also plenty of others in there as well, which is really exciting. So hopefully we're going to have a good weekend and hopefully go one step further. Last time we did it, we got to the final and lost the final against Manny. This time, hopefully we're going to get to the final and hopefully win the final, which is great stuff. So 6:45 both Saturday and Sunday nights I'll be going live roughly around those times, playing some games and hopefully beating everyone to win the crown. I'll put my team on the screen right now for you. I have been told by many people that we've got a rubbish team, but quite frankly we've got the best centre-back in the game pretty much. In fact, it is the best centre-back in the game in Virgil van Dijk, arguably the best left-back in the game in Alaba, and also the best CDM in the game arguably in what's he called? Sergio Busquets. I'm looking at the team right now, so I can't see it. You can see the team. I can't see it right now. But I think we've got a good team. We're lacking a little bit in the wings, I think, just a little bit. But everywhere else, we've got a pretty decent team. And Szczesny's in like the top 10 goalkeepers in the game. In fact, I think he's more than top 10. He's probably like top 5 goalkeepers, weirdly. Like, I didn't expect him to be that good, but he actually is genuinely that high up. Szczesny is really, really good. Kane is right up there in the top 5 strikers in the game. Surprisingly, actually, Fernandinho is like right up there in like the top 10 midfielders. Like, we've got a really good team. People just don't seem to think, because we've not gone for like the Messis, Ronaldos, your KDBs or Kantes or something like that. They genuinely don't think we've got the best team out there. But looking at that, people are underestimating us and we're going to win. So I need your support. 6:45 Saturday night and 6:45 on Sunday night. And hopefully we're going to go all the way through and win the streamer showdown. Second bit of news for you as well. This is going to be the last season of Around the Block as well. After this one's finished, we're going to finish off this series and then move over to a save with Leeds United in an updated database as they got promoted to the Premier League. So I imagine this save will finish at some point next week. It should do. And then the Leeds United save, I believe, if I just check the calendar right now, will start on Monday the 7th, just so I've got a bit of time to prepare things. And also, there's one or two of the videos that I want to try and put out there, sort of in that interim gap, that I think you guys might quite enjoy as well. A little bit different to what I normally do. And I've said it on a video now, so I've got to do it. So there we go. That's a promise from me. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else to update you on. So let's jump straight into today's episode. We only played one game in between episodes since you guys were last here. And we had another big win, a 3-1 win against Slovaco. I think you said Salavico. That's nothing, is it? It's Slovaco, I think is maybe how you say it. Either way, a 3-1 win with Vankara, Cermak and Kavos getting the goals in that one, which was absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, Sparta Prague did win their game as well off camera, so they have also retained that 6-point gap to us. So hopefully we can narrow it down a little bit towards the end of the season, but it's going to be difficult. We are though going to put out probably the strongest lineup we possibly can do for this game against Sparta Prague in the FA Cup first. We want to try and win something. We won something at every single club, so really, if I'm honest with you, the best chance we've got, I think, is probably the FA Cup. So LBS in goal as per usual, with Jimenez, Vankara, Gomez and Dagnoko at the back. Morales and Lenigel through the middle, with Hasek, Diedrichs, Nenka and Santos making up that attacking quadruplet and hopefully bagging themselves plenty of goals today. So then kickoff is upon us, and we've not had the best of records against Sparta Prague, but we are the home team today. It's only over one leg. And I'm feeling confident. We're on a very good run of form where we keep scoring lots and lots of goals and not really conceding any as well, which is really good to see as LBS makes a comfortable save there. We are playing pretty much actually identical formations with these two. Mazzala, deep line playmaker. We've got box-to-box, they've got a deep line playmaker. And actually the wingers are inside, so it's not that identical. Different roles, I suppose, aren't they? But same shape at least, which is interesting. 33 minutes into the game, we might have a chance, although Santos can't quite get the ball, but we do manage to win it back as Hasek on the ball right now, cutting inside on the edge of the area. Is he going to shoot or pass it off to someone else? He gets it into Nenka, it's tackled and it goes away, but are we going to retain possession? Not quite, as Fabian now, the striker for Sparta Prague, loses possession. Diedrichs gets it forward, Santos wins it. Santos, he can't quite get it past the keeper. It was a really demanding angle there for him if he wanted to score that goal. The keeper did well to make himself big and make the save, but the corner coming in the middle doesn't meet the first man, unfortunately, as Diedrichs puts it back in. Lenny Gel's header way over the bar. I think we've had the slightly better of the opportunities so far, but it's a pretty cagey game still, I would say. No one really taking a big opportunity. Both defences working pretty hard for the most part, as Nenka on the edge of the area shoots, and it's just an easy block for the defence there. And now we're outnumbered a little bit, I must say. We've got a man completely left over on the other side, and LBS makes a really important big save there. Well in, my man. Maybe another chance for Sparta Prague to build out from the back. No, Hassett gets the tackle in there, but his shot is absolutely terrible. We're not really making the most of our opportunities. Like, that's the sort of opportunity we really should be capitalising on it. In the end, it's just a terrible shot. Half-time, though, I think we are slightly in control of this game, which is good. But I'm going to go aggressive. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased from what I've just seen, because the attacks we have had haven't been particularly good, I must say. Apparently one clear-cut chance to the two clear-cut chances that apparently Sparta Prague have had. I can't really say I would classify any chance we've seen so far as clear-cut, apart from maybe when their man was left over and had the shot himself. That was a clear-cut, I suppose. But I can't imagine where our clear-cut chance came from, as Lenigel to put a ball into the middle. He's going very slow, not really taking it to the opposition much. He's just dawdling his way into the area. Should have done a lot more there, as Morelos' shot, I think, cannons off the crossbar, or maybe just pushed onto the post or something like that. You hate to see it either way. It's 60 minutes on the clock now, and I've got to say Nenka has not impressed me today. Diamande scored last episode from this position, so let's get him on and see what he can do. Larea, I want to see him come on the pitch for. Lenigel, I think that's who I want to see him come on the pitch for. We're going to say get creative out there and go a little more attacking. I want to get a goal before we get to 90 minutes. We don't really want extra time. We've got a league game coming up in like 2 days' time after this one. We don't want to have to go to extra time to play another 30 minutes of football. But it looks like that's what's going to happen, basically. Extra time, 0-0. I mean, we should have won this game. Look at the amount of shots we've had. And I guess it is credit to Sparta's defence, as you can see. 7.2 for the keeper, 7.1 and 7 for their defenders. This guy just came off, but it was on a 7.1 as well. So their defence has done very, very well. Dagnoko, unfortunately, has to come off the pitch. He's very tired. Cermak Onyekum scored in my last game, incidentally, so maybe might do a job. But we'll bring him on as Jimenez to put up a free kick to no one. I don't know what that was really. No one in the area. I don't know why I decided to take that so short, as Vankara now looking to push a ball forward. Larea, the substitute in the area, is through free. How has he messed that up? Our players' decision making today is just absolutely atrocious, as we've now got to go through to extra time, second half, and it looks like we might be going to penalties. We've had double the amount of shots that they've had. We've had 9 shots on target. Hassett, come on, don't let me down, but he has done. What is wrong with our players? They're just not shooting, are they? Apparently we've got another substitute we can use if we want to, so we might do that. But we might have to go to penalties, so Santos might have to stay on the pitch, which is a little bit annoying. Is Sablik, how good is he at penalties? Sablik, only 10. It's not great, is it? What we should do, penalties. No one's good at penalties. No one's good at penalties, but Sablik's got 10 and 10 finishing, so actually Sablik might have to come on the pitch for Diamande's terrible, although he's already on the pitch, isn't he? You hate to see it. Okay, Sablik will come on for Hassett. I know it's not the best move there, but we'll do it. We'll do it, as he might just have a bit of pace in the final 5 minutes down that right-hand side of the pitch for us, as Diamande, or left-hand side of the pitch, I have to say, as Diamande gets it out to Jimenez. Jimenez, I'm not sure if the subs have taken place yet. I don't think they have. Let's just get the goal now, boys. Come on. Gomez out wide to Cermak. Cermak, come on. In the middle. Get a goal here. He's been tackled. Lads, what are you playing at? I mean, all you have to do is just pass it. And you're not doing that. And here comes Sparta Prague. And if they score right now, LBS has saved us today. Right. Very attacking. I'm going to say, show some passion. We've got 3 minutes to grab a goal. Has that worked? No, it hasn't, because we're going to penalties. Okay, not great. Let me just press auto pick. That's gone to Sablik first. Is that wise? Why not Santos first? Let's get us off to a good start with Santos up first, please. But the rest of that list, actually, Larea, Diedrichs, actually, the rest of that list looks pretty good. So let's jump into penalties then. Let's put it onto the director camera as well for you, so we can see it in 3D, as LBS makes a huge save there. The first penalty, fantastic stuff. You love to see it. We've not had much luck with penalty shootouts in recent penalty shootouts, but maybe today might be the day with that LBS penalty save, as Santos scores his. Fabian up next. Come on, LBS. Sort this one out. He's gone the wrong way, but it's better than Hornysek would do. Much better than Hornysek would ever have done, as Sablik now steps up for the penalty. Just about scores that one. I thought he was left-footed, weirdly, but is there an inside forward, so actually he is right-footed? That makes a bit more sense as to why I took it with the right foot. That makes more sense as the Sparta Prague man also scores his penalty, but we are still technically winning because we're winning 3-2-3, and we will be winning 3-2 in a second as Larea straight down the middle. 3-2 then after 3 penalties. You love to see it. Man steps up now. LBS, come on. You be the man, LBS. Show him that he's only a little boy. And he's not quite done it because it was a very, very good penalty to get past LBS there. Diedrichs, don't mess this up now. I believe in you. 4 from 4 is not what we've got. You hate to see it. And now LBS has got to save this one. Save this one from Peder. What a weird name that is. He's scored it. You hate to see it. And now we're in the position where we could lose it. I hate penalty shootouts. I was so confident. Morelos has got to score this. If he doesn't, we're out. We deserve to go through on the balance of play. I don't think Sparta had more than 3 shots in the second half and all of extra time. Like, we were so good. We've had nearly 30 shots. How we've not won this, I don't know. I think the less we talk about this game, the better. The less we talk about this game, the better, I think. Morelos still ready to put himself on the spot. Well, guess what? I'm not ready to put you on the spot. Never again, Morelos. Never again are you taking a penalty. Well, I'm going to go and rest these players. I don't think we need to rest them too much because they're all idiots and I don't like them. But we do have a game against bottom of the table coming up. So, I mean, theoretically, easy win on paper. Theoretically. Very theoretically. That loss, though, is going to make it even more sweet when we win the league title of Sparta Prague come the end of the season. When we beat them to that, we'll wipe the smiles off their faces. They're playing a team in 12th. They'll lose it. We're going to win our game. We'll be 3 points behind them, and then we can absolutely crush them in the second half of the season. Am I going to change the lineup at all? Morelos will come off the pitch. I want to bring Larea on instead, who's slightly more fit. Dagnoko should probably come off for Cermak because he's looking on 89% condition, so let's just give him a rest. We're playing bottom of the table as well, so it should be okay. But that looks okay. Let's submit that team and get a win. We need it. I mean, technically, we are still unbeaten. We didn't lose that in like normal time or added time, so it will still technically go down as a draw, I guess, in a way. So I'd say we're still unbeaten, technically. Over in actual football. This could actually be the longest unbeaten run we've been on, I think. I think it must be like 6 or 7 games now. We're on unbeaten if we include that penalty shootout loss as Vankara hits the crossbar from that free kick. We need to score a goal on this one. We're already 30 minutes through. That's the only highlight. Again, 10 shots. We're not putting them in the back of a net. 12 shots. Not putting them in the back of a net. Recently, we actually have been doing that. But obviously in today's episode, they've decided to go back to the days where they sometimes just don't think that putting it in the back of a net is a good idea. As we're at half-time already. Aggressive. Not a performance out there, lads. Sort it out. Where are the goals going to come from? Let's get creative out there instead. Let's show them what we can do. Let's show them that we are a top team as, in the meantime, Sparta are currently drawing, actually, weirdly. But they scored a penalty, so actually they should be losing it as we aren't winning. Lads, we need to win this one as Pedro Gomez has picked up a knock. We'll take him off for Bloc instead. Hasek will come off again for Sablik because Hasek just had a couple of poor games, I must say, to the point where I might not even start him when we come up next episode against... who is it? Who are we playing again in the Europa Conference League? Schalke. I might drop him for the Schalke game. As Cermak in the middle. Sablik there is shown more promise than Hasek does in the previous few fixtures, I must say. Getting close, scoring that one. But we're running low, I've got to say. We're running low as Zazula, who is not our Zazula, it's a different Zazula, obviously, because Zazula still plays for us, has been sent off. Right, this is it. Very attacking. Let's show some passion. Let's just focus play down the wings as well, because, quite frankly, they've lost a bit of width with that as well, which is quite nice. So play, go back here, confirm. Lads, come on, updates. Sparta are still drawing, so I mean, as long as we still draw and they draw, then it's not too bad. But we could be picking up some points towards them as Nenka puts the ball in the middle, cleared. Diedrichs gets it back to him. Is that offside? I think it is offside. Yeah, it is. You hate to see it. Why are we not scoring goals here? Look, they're playing. Why are they not? Okay, now they're back in the middle. What is going on with this Sigma team? They're just moving players around like they don't care. Right, another chance for us. Let's get the goal here as Diedrichs into Cermak. Cermak into Larea. Larea's header over the bar. How many shots? 11 shots on target, 25 overall. We're going back to the days where we just can't score goals, as I'm still keeping tabs on that. We're at the 90th minute. What more do I do? What more do I do here? Another striker. Put Diamande on. Get him on. Deep line forward. What else do I do? I don't think there's anything else I can do. Dagnoko. I can't make any more subs. You hate to see it. Nenka. Inside forward attack. Jimenez. Wing back. Attack. Everyone. Just attack, attack, attack. And demand more. This is not how it's meant to go, as Sparta are still drawing their game, but bottom of the table, 0-0 draw. I thought we were in some very good form. I thought last episode we turned a corner and we'd be in amazing form. But we're not. We're not. And now we've got 6 games left this season to turn the tables on Sparta Prague and get a big win. We should have won that game. Look at the form we'd been in. Look at the form we had been in before that. I mean, excluding that game, which is still technically a draw in my opinion, we have been on a big unbeaten run for a long, long time. Maybe that one was slightly longer. Actually, it is slightly longer, that one. But still. We've got to win every single game now for the rest of the season, and we've got to pray that Sparta Prague slip up. Obviously against us, but again, they've got to slip up against someone else, as the league has now been split into that top 6. We all play each other once, and we've got to get maximum points if we want to win the league title. It would have been a bit easier. It would have been so much easier if we got a win today. We didn't, because we're idiots and I hate us now. I hate us. So I'll be back on Monday for the start of that second or that first division championship group, as it said there, as well as both legs against Schalke. That will be on Monday, which will be absolutely fantastic. And then we'll have to finish off the season with 2 more episodes there and potentially another one if we get through to the Europa Conference League final, which hopefully we do. We've done really, really well in the Conference League, exceeding all expectations, beating bigger teams than us. So I'm kind of confident going into the Schalke game. Maybe not after these 2 games, but I am kind of confident. Either way, thank you ever so much for dropping by today. Massively appreciate it. And of course, no videos this weekend, but come and check out the Streamer Showdown, 6:45 Saturday and Sunday. That would be massively appreciated. Of course, UK time this is as well, because I'm obviously in the UK. But other than that, thank you very much. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Goodbye.